What's up guys, Baneblade994 back again with a short update on me word bearers. Not a very big update, it's my squad of Chaos Marines and my Chaos Lord. What can I say? The Chaos Marine squad as a whole, it's based off spare parts, so not a lot of them haven't got a lot of chaosy parts to them. It's majority Imperial pieces and green stuff and a bit of skulls and trophies and stuff I found in my bits box. But I think they look okay. A couple of examples of my favourite conversions I've done at the moment is that guy. Quite like him and that guy. The idea I had for my army, knocking my camera, was that these represented the survivors that fled from the siege of the Imperial Palace. And if you've ever read any of the Night Lord books, travelling through the warp can distort time. So in the Night Lord books, it had only been a century since the Siege of Terror for the Night Lords, but to anyone else it had been 10,000 years. And I really liked the idea, so all of my word bearers, I wanted to show like these guys had literally just stepped off Terror and like ran back to the ships, and as he jumped into the warp it had been in a rush, and then when they'd re-entered it had been 10,000 years since they'd been in the universe, so a lot had changed. So all of them have got almost jury-rigged equipment, so everything was what they could do at a fast pace, or what they could make, they had to make do with old parts. So this guy, which I quite like, has my attempt to Mark 1 bolter, and I was looking at some pictures of some German World War II submachine guns, and I thought the drum feed and the long drilled out barrels would look quite cool. And then he's got some couple of pieces from Space Wolves for some fur and stuff, and then I think that's a shoulder pad from a Death Company, and I thought that looked well on word bearer for the scrolls and stuff, and heretical writings and stuff. This guy represents my flamer, and I've given him a very Iron Warrior almost helmet from the Chaos Marine box, and I've taken off the horns, so he wasn't quite as showy, because he wouldn't have had really time to build horns into their armour. And then the flamer, I thought he might have like carved the muzzle almost into a demon's face, because it's the word bearers and they've got a asphyxiation with demons and anything unholy, so I thought they might turn the flamers into almost demon mouths breathing fire. So that's my flamer. And then this guy represents my Icon of Vengeance, and during the Heresy apothecaries were more common in every squad, almost every squad had one, and they were always seen as really important. They were like the lifeblood of the legions. So I thought this guy's looted some Blood Angels equipment, Blood Angels power sword maybe, and a couple of pieces of armour for repairing once he's back on his ship. And then I was thinking it was a bit more subtle way of representing my icon, and it was like the squad would rally around him when if they were suffering casualties, because this guy would be able to save them. The last thing I was going to look at was my Chaos Lord, which I'm quite proud of. I quite like him. I'm not sure if I put the artwork up for him. I did for it at the end of my last video. He's pretty much straight out of the box. No major conversions, just a bit of reposing and a little bit of adding extras. So he's got a second cloak, like so he wears it in like layers, like trophies, from I think one of the spare Chosen from Dark Vengeance, which I quite liked. I then made his combi bolter out of the Chaos Lord box, and then a plasma gun, which I've just cut down and then added like the plasma coils along the side and then underslung it. And then he's got the power axe, which again is from the Chosen from Dark Vengeance, because I really like the axe head. I didn't really like the one out of the box. Oops, bit out of shot. That was a bit naff camera work. Nope, not a lot else to say about him. With these are the last of my unfinished guys. My spray's coming over the next week, so they should be ready for spraying up and getting painted with me Cultist and me Forge Fiend. And I've also got my first 5 Terminators. I've decided what I'm doing. I'm getting the new the new Dark Angels Terminators, the ones with the robes and the like sensors and maces and things. I'm going to use them, and then I'm going to give them Puppet Tour shoulder pads. The like the Roman Legion style shoulder pads across, so they looked a bit more like they were coming out from the pre-heresy. I think that's all I can really say about what I've got at the moment. Cheers guys, comment, rate, subscribe, all that business, and I'll see you in the next one.